George, how are you? Turn your mic on there. We just got deload. How you been?
That will. How's this?
That sounds good.
Yeah, good. It's interesting. I was on the expressway a couple minutes ago, and it was 10 degrees warmer than you said, and I ran into a rain shower right around the Black Oak area. It just rained for about 5 minutes. And it's a wonderful region. It's a lot of different things.
With those kind of pressure differences, I could see it, and I'm looking at it right now. That east of Klein Avenue, it's considerably warmer than it is on this side.
Yeah, it is. It's 10 degrees.
10 degrees difference.
It's interesting. You hardly know, to put a sweater on or whatever. But one of the tough choices of the day. It's been interesting. Maybe if I could start with yesterday. We, of course, are going through budget hearings in Lake County government, and so we spent a good deal of time with that. And I'm happy to say that we're the only office and department in Lake County that's cut our fees on our MS4, our storm water quality fees. This is the second time we've cut them. We were already the lowest in the state. The highest in this, not the lowest in the state, and the lowest in the region. Give you an example: Valparaiso, $132 a year. It's a federal program that says you have to do certain things, and we all try to do it as inexpensively as we can. Munster's $120, $120 a year. We were at $45 a year when I started this. We just proposed this year to cut it down to $35.45. So that's kind of things you don't talk. I think it was one line in the Times, and so since we've started this a few years ago, we've cut it down. I think about 16%. So we're down to $35.45.
This is money that is paid by landowners or
by property owners.
By property owners,
yes.
to the surveyor's office?
To the county.
To the county. Or
to the towns or to the cities. For instance, Griffith, $90, Cedar Lake, $60 a year. And it's the federal government mandates you have to do certain things with stormwater and surface water. And so we all had to put together programs to address this. And we put it together for unincorporated Lake County, which involves maybe 35,000 parcels, and we're proud of the fact that we're doing it. We think very well, and we got some awards on it, and it's the cheapest in Lake County.
219-845-1100. Big Rich, what's up?
Hey, Jack. Good morning. Good morning, Surveyor. 52 minutes to the cell. It was 43 minutes from Klein Avenue down to Bishop Ford, about 75th, and then miraculously, it just opened wide up.
SOBF or no?
Choose your poison.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Big Rich. Talk to you.
So we did that was and in the morning we of course we met with the county council, and they're working hard and the budget is in pretty decent shape this year because of the work they've done in previous years, and they're working on it very, very closely. We've got 3 new council people this year, so there's a lot of questions and things that they're getting into, and there'll be some more meetings on that. So in the afternoon, we met with Mr. Mandan, the Munster Public Works. No, it's not Public Works. Can't remember what his title is, but he's worked for Munster for many years. Very sharp.
Equivalent of Public Works. Yeah.
And what we talked about is continuing work on Heart Ditch, and this is something that very few people know about. From about 2001, we have done intergovernmental agreements with the town of Munster to work on Heart Ditch, and it's an incredibly, as most people know, and especially in recent years because of flood issues, it's a collector of just all sorts of ditches and drains. Katy Ditch comes into it, the Schoon Ditch, and so on. And it comes from, it flows from Dyer, where it's called Plum Creek, and so on. The interesting thing is once it leaves Dyer, it's not a county-regulated drain. So
all right, let's these people can't look at the at the map here, but and I won't even put it up to the camera, but I'll describe. There's a map here of Hart Ditch, which I believe actually starts in Illinois, correct?
It's not called that, but yeah, it comes from Will County, Illinois. There's about 35 square miles in Illinois that drains into this. Yeah,
so it comes
through
down
Dyer,
and then it comes
past
through
the
Dyer.
hospital.
It's right by St. Margaret South, which is at
the hospital, which flooded a few years ago. From this,
and then it comes down through Dyer, and then
up to 45th Street
to 45th.
Now it's called Hart
Ditch, and then it comes like where Franlin Parkway and Munster, and then it comes and Highland becomes one side and Munster on the other.
Yeah, and the Schoon Ditch in Munster, which goes past Munster Hospital, that's an important ditch that goes into it from Munster, and of course Katy Ditch, which flows all the way from the unincorporated Calumet all the way through Highland and runs into there. A tremendous amount, and so much of Cherville, Dyer, Griffith, Black Oak, and Munster drains into this, drains right into the Hart Ditch, which of course all comes up past Wicker Park and into Little Calumet River. And it's been problematic over the years because more and more water is coming from Illinois. But because of the vagaries of old state law, it's not a county-regulated drain. And it's got lots of problems. And interesting enough, years ago when I worked for the township trustee, Jim Ginther, we tried to go with the town of Munster and get the county to take it over. And the town of Munster said, absolutely not. We don't trust the county. That was years ago. They said, we'll deal with Hart Ditch the best we can, but it's not bringing it up today is because yesterday just so happened, and that was 3 years from the beginning of a lot of flooding in Lake County, from all the way from Lake Station to Munster, from one border to another. Just so happened we were meeting with Griffith officials and started saying, what are we going to do this year? So we're going to do, as we go south towards 45th, we're going to do another segment right here. And then next year, we hope to finish it.
So 45th, if you guys know where that crosses by, what is that, South White Oak in 45th, and there's a ditch there. Yep. And part of the reason, I guess, that this is important, I don't know where George is leading with this, but Hart Ditch I've talked about many times. As it passes Wicker Park after a rain, it is very similar to like a Colorado Rapids, and a lot of people point to Hart Ditch as one of the culprits in the 2008 floods. And I've talked about it many times about all this South County water, and we got to do something about this. But George, to get back to what you're talking about, you're going to be working on a section between 45th and Franlin then.
Right, and this year and next year, we hope to finish it up. It's going to cost about another $350,000 to work on the banks from our end. This is just from our end. But Munster's going to put more in. I mean, that's just from the county's end, $350,000, and I'm proud of the fact I was able to get that put in. But I can't diminish the cooperation and the money that Munster's putting in. They know how important it is. So as soon as we say, hey, we didn't have the money last year. This year we do. Not every year did we do that in those six times in a decade. Now this year and next year we hope to finish it up. At that point, then we need to assess if the county should take over this drain or not.
So if I get this correct, you helped procure the money for Munster, but Munster's in charge of the ditch.
Actually, yeah, Munster. Yeah, but part of it is borders Highland.
Okay.
So in one of these years that you're looking at on this map, I can't remember what year it is, Highland contributed. We had a three-way intergovernmental co-op kind of a arrangement, and so it's really it's been kind of quiet, good government that people don't know about. I would say we've come up with about 40% of the money, and Munster's come up with about 60%. Point is, had we tried to do it by ourselves, wouldn't happen. Had Munster tried to do it by themselves, wouldn't happen. And so it works, and it's just one of those things, and that's what I'm talking about today, because we looked at our cumulative capital improvement fund that's allocated to our office, and which we use a lot for our computers, computer mapping, and we were able to come up with set aside $90,000 towards this year. Next year we hope to put in over 200,000. So that's just one of the things that we've been working on.